Hi, I'm Andy Gaming, and this is a Raid Shadow Challenge, and we're back for part 2 of this checkup on the Void Only account that I've been playing for 30 days. And let's go and see how are we doing in Hydra. Hydra is the next big thing we try to fix. We want to be able to get the first chest on Hydra to start farming for Mithrala. She would be such a power boost for this account. So strong Void champions that she would do so much for the account. It's a long farm, especially if you just can do one chest. But we have to start some. The sooner we start, the sooner we'll get her. And as long as I enjoy playing the account, I don't feel that I can't play this account for a long time. So that's the next focus. And the gear is good as well. Some stone skin and some protection would be really nice. But this rotation is hard. Really hard. We have leveled up this dude up for the provoke. So the setup here is she starts by putting up. We can try. Let's show a key. See if it works. Did you? I thought I was faster. Never mind. Start by buffing the speed, and you hit, and you did not land. So we was on hard. We will not take too hard. That's what we should start. So upward speed, you placed that one, and this skill from her, she will spread 2 buffs. So we hit one, and hopefully she will place block buffs and spread HP burn. And then you have to land the provoke. And from here we get one turn where we can do stuff, and then everything falls together. But we can try, we can extend, and hopefully you can land the buffs or provoke one more time. Let's improve crit rate. Can you land it one more time? Yes, that's good. This is the best round so far. Why did you drop? You did not get the extension. Too many are dead, and our reviver is dead as well. So probably this will not be a run strong enough. And the buff spread starts from them. That's bad because we don't have any cleansing on removing of buffs. But we are getting close. It's not impossible for this to work. If we just can survive for one more round of HP burns, this could work. She's bringing a lot of damage with War Master. If we can get some more hits in, we are close, really close. So hopefully we can get there before the time runs out. Chimera, haven't you put in my keys? We have been comfortable doing the top chest in 2 keys. The goal is to get to 1 key on easy, and hopefully some of the higher chests on normal, but we will see. The clan is not really there yet, so no rush. Doom Tower, we are getting stuck on second turn of Griffin. He just slaughtered us. We don't really have enough healing. We only have continuous heals, which he removes, and we don't have enough damage to nuke him down. And he cleanses our HP burn. So we are really in a tough situation here. We really don't have a good way of dealing with him. So we may be stuck here until the reset. Maybe we can get higher, but I'm not really seeing that we would push higher. Let's see. We should be able to kill the second bay of Magma Dragon, but if we could use the second rotation of the Nether Spider, sure. I don't think Bellower nukes the Spiderlings in 1 hit. And if we get a lucky turn where we can stun all of this Nether Spiderlings, and we can kill them in 2 turns, maybe we have a chance. We will see. I'm not feeling optimistic for this one. The waves have been quite easy to do. Stun is a hard lockdown, and we have a cleanse for debuffs. We have been quite secure to do them. The secret rooms is really hard. This is something we actually should be able to do because it's a void champion only, but we don't really have the team around it. We have 1 more champion right now, so maybe give it a chance. Faction Crips, no. In all battles, yeah, that's the only power that works, so we can give it an out try. But Doom Tower is not. We can't really start to build a team specific for Doom Tower. That's something we can start to work on when we get more champions. Mostly we need better gear. With better gear, we could probably clear higher stages of Doom Tower without any big problems. And I hope that we will get there because I enjoy Doom Tower. The problem with secret rooms is there is some void, but we need to do like 3 or 4 rotations of rewards before we get there. And when we get there, the question is do we actually need the epic? Every champion that we can get eventually is something that we should be working on, because we will probably need every champion we can to complete the game as much as we can. But it's like the 5th champion that you have to summon before you get to the void. That void would be really strong for us right now because we don't have any poison, and that's a champion that brings poison. So I would should fix it that you could choose what champion you get to get the champion that will fix the holes in your roster. They will never do that. This is a good champion for almost any account if you are allowed to use all champions. But we managed to do a secret room. That's a progress. Every little progress we do is good. I haven't tried unlocked Chaos City yet, so I don't really know. And Siege, I haven't really looked into how the Siege works. That's a new thing for me. Faction Wars. We have gotten some stars, but we're only getting 1 star because we can't fill the faction at all. But we have killed, if we go to, can we check Barbarian? No, we can check the crew. But we have killed the second boss on Barbarian. She can solo so much content. And we are killing the boss in Skinwalker and Ogres. Not in Lizard, but in High Elf. So we have some faction where we can do it. Now we need to find the goal with faction war right now is to find 1 champion for every faction and build it up so we can farm materials at least to do that quest. Maybe it would take some time before we can do all faction first boss, but if we can build so we can do 1 boss each day would be really nice. But it's a long time and really much just an RNG. We don't know what champion we will get. We cannot farm champion for every faction or anything like that. So faction wars are like, it's nice and we are trying to improve when we get something to work with. What we can do for faction wars is we could farm more of these to build more of those. We have 1, but you can actually use 2 or 3 of these to build a full team, but I don't really enjoy this champion that much, so I don't really want to use it too much, but that's something we could work on to improve our faction wars. Absolutely. Didn't want to go that far. Same here, we could farm some more of the champion. Another one of he would not be bad. Sadly we can't farm these anymore. We can just get 1 of them, and I wanted to have Broadmoor as fast as possible because we didn't have a revival. That's a part we could improve if we get stuck, but right now we are not at that stage. We haven't really built all our champions so far. We have 8 champions right now that we can use, and we haven't built them all. So Broadmoor will probably be our next 6-star. We should be able to do 1 6-star more before we would pull our shards, and hopefully we could prepare some food, so if we get something good we could level them up instantly. I don't really know if I should wait. Maybe it's not that much of time before. Hopefully there is, and two times I have to check. So the plan for champions right now is Broadmoor is our next 6-star, but there will be a 2-time event in like 4 days from now, and if that 2-time is void, we haven't got any void 2-time during the time I have played this. So I hope there is a 2-time void. Then maybe it's better to save the food. We can survive 4 days more with Roma as a level 50. You will definitely be a better champion at 60 just to have the masteries. But we haven't farmed all the scrolls, so we can't give him War Master right now. So we could do some War Master farming, some scroll farming before we actually start to try to improve before we level him up. So that's the plan right now. If we don't pull anything better, then he might be level 60, just because he actually ring a provoke on a decent chance. He brings a increased defense. We don't really need that because we have increased defense on him, and he has a decreased speed. That's a good chance. So for Hydra, it's not a bad champion. The problem is that we want him to use the provoke every time. But if he fails, then he can use the decreased speed to actually slow down all the heads. And in Faction War, will not. I would be surprised if we pull more 4 better Ogre types champions. Belvoir is definitely a better champion than him. I would not be sad if we build him. He's good enough. But if I pull something better, then I would be happy just to have him at 50. Another gum. I can see myself using them to have two control Spiderlings in Spider and wave content in Doom Tower. When Doom Tower starts to get hard, the hard lockdown is like the most important. That's how I cleared Doom Tower the first times when I played before. My main account are more nuking the waves right now, but I don't see ourselves building a Seer team that can nuke Doom Tower waves anytime soon, and we have to pull her and the setup for her as well. He will probably be fused. I'm not enjoying his kit at all. Decreased defense on one target. Provoke target, but they have to be under decreased defense. If I build better faster than the cleansing head in Hydra, then he would be 100. He would be as 100% provoke, but only one time, and then he needs to be circling around to it again. So we need more than one provoker. If we have HP burn and stuff like that on the provoking head or the head that cleansed, it would be a useful combination, but no, Vanguard is not good enough. There is a lot of better options. So he is the last champion I want to level up. He is 40 just because that's what we need him to be for the fusion he's part of, and to make him a little bit stronger to clear stage 1 faster in Faction Wars. And that's all the accounts. What would I change if I did a void only account? The main thing, I did not start with Lightsworn. I choose to start with random legendary and 3 epics to get my first 6-star faster. And that made the account more fun to play because you get your first 6-star faster. But void only account is a slow thing. You need to have patience because the champion will come in slow, the progress will be quite slow, and you have to be here for the long run. So start with a decent epic champion. Lightsworn, where is he? Yeah, he would have helped us a lot with Finite, a 3-times hitter with turn meter control. We desperately need that right now. Decrease attack and decrease speed. Okay stats, absolutely. And revive on death and increase defense. To have 2 champions that bring increased defense would make our team tankier for longer because we would have the buffs up more. So he would have been a really strong champion for our team. He would probably have taken Rodma's place in a lot of dungeons if we started to die a lot and the revive on death buff did not really worked. Would have replaced him for those dungeons, but he would have been a strong champion to have. That's a mistake from me. That's something I would have changed if I would have started over. A fast check on the missions. We are doing good progress right now. We're stuck at arena mission. They are taking really long time. If it's not arena, we are waiting. Then we are waiting for keeps. That's the things we have been stuck on, and that's the thing everybody gets stuck on. I would say the next really hard things that I don't really know if we actually can do would be, let's see, is it on this stage? Maybe not. Finite 10 we can do, but when we start to get to Spider 13 and Finite 13, then we will get stuck for real. But that's on the last stretch. So the last stretch would be a lot of not fun stuff. To bring 3 champions that we can't use up to 60, that would feel bad. If I don't misremember, like the last quest you need to do is to ascend one of each affinity champions to 6-star ascension. And that's boring. We have the pots without any troubles. We are not using them, and you are forced to farm a lot of potion keeps to do this. So we would have those resources without any problems, but it would be such a waste. That's 3 level 60 champions just to get Arbiter. But I would say Arbiter is good enough to motivate to do that. So when we get there, it will suck, but I hope will feel worth it. I don't really know how far we can get, but they are void, all of them, so it's worth keep pushing, but that's very far off. So yeah, that's what we're doing on this account. We are looking for void shards. with 10 shards are there and looking nice. And to improve the account. And it's really fun. I would really recommend anyone who wants to try a challenge run, try a Void Shard. Now when you can start with her and Light Zone, do that. Get her on your first day and try the code to get Bedwar. It doesn't always work the third day. I don't really know why. Sometimes the account has to be active for a certain amount of time, but try it every day and see if the code would work because you really want him. But she can do so much work for you, and she with some decent gear, if you are not totally gear when you start the account, if you wait until the free legendary event has ended, so you get the lifesteal gear, then she has quite good gear. So when you get all the lifesteal gear, she can easily push the campaign quite good. If you use the code and push the normal campaign, so you get 2 Void Shard, start with Light Zone, and use the code for Bedwar. During the first week, you will have 5 champions to build a team run. Then you can farm the food for the Broadma champion, so you can get this one. And you will unlock Tag Team Arena to get Broadma, so we'll get a Reviver eventually. There is a lot of good enough champions to actually do a decent run. And I would say it's a fun run. Try it. And if you don't really enjoy the pulls you get, you haven't wasted too much energy and time to do the run for 2 voids. And if it's a bad pull, then you can restart. So that's all I have for today. And I may do another video from this account when it's time to pull some void and see what we get. And if there is interest, I can absolutely do more content from this account, but I would probably not do any more than once a week from this account because it's a slow progress and it's not that much to show every day. That's all for me today. This has been Andy Gaming, and if you are here for the end, thank you so much, and please subscribe if you want to see more and like the video. And if you are interested in any specific challenge, leave a comment on what, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you and bye.